Acheron's kit may seem very convoluted at first, but don't worry, your boy Kalocum is here to simplify it all for dummies. Because I am dumb, and you are dumb. We must learn what Acheron does together. First, let's talk about her technique. Insta-kills small fry enemies. It doesn't consume technique points if it doesn't hit an enemy. Now, if you use the technique on a not small fry enemy, it will deal a lot of lightning damage to all enemies. It also ignores weakness types. Also, when you use your ultimate, Acheron gains a stack of a thingy and inflicts a stack of a thingy. I know you're all probably visual learners, so let's go ahead and show you. See, even the game tells you that'll insta-kill. Boom! And when it insta-kills, you use technique points. When it doesn't, no technique points. Very cool indeed. On a boss, it won't insta-kill, but instead it does a lot of damage there. And you'll gain this buff, which in hindsight you gain a stack and inflict a stack to a random enemy up to 3 times. For Acheron's skill, it gains 1 point of slash dream, more on that later, and inflicts 1 stack of Crimson Knot to a single target, more on that later. It also deals AoE lightning damage. Her basic attack does lightning damage to a single enemy. Let's talk about those stacks, shall we? In her talent, when slash stream reaches 9 points, you can see that right here. Currently, it is at 6. When that reaches 9, Acheron can use her ultimate. During the ultimate, she ignores weakness types and reduces their toughness bars, no matter what. She also reduces the enemy's resistances to all types of elements. That equals more damage. For the slash stream stacks, there are plenty of ways to get it by using Acheron's skill, and if any unit, anything applies a debuff. Pela here applies defense, and as you saw there, Acheron got 7. Wind Shear 8.
Defend the weak.
Taunt 9. And now you can, in fact, use Acheron's ultimate.
I weep for the departed.
Very cool. Now, you see the Crimson Knot thing right up here? Let's talk about that. These also happen by inflicting debuffs. Acheron's ultimate will remove up to 3 stacks of Crimson Knots, which equals more damage for Acheron. The more Crimson Knots removed, the more damage. You see these buffs that we have right now? Well, there'll be more after we attack this T-Rex. See, we removed 3 there. Now, we in fact got this new buff called Thunder Core. Each stack increases damage dealt by 30%. Do it again. We got another stack. Boom, and big damage right there. So basically, how you want to use her ult is you want to use it on the enemy with the most Crimson Knots for the most damage. Now let's talk about her bonus abilities. The Abyss states when there are 1 or 2 more Nihility characters on the team, Acheron deals more damage. Having at least 1 other Nihility character is ideal. Red Oni bonus ability states when battle starts, you immediately gain 5 points of slash dream and you apply 5 stacks of Crimson Knot to a random enemy. Now, once slash dream reaches its max, for every point of it that exceeds the limit, you gain a stack of a thing called and this enables to stack up to 3 times. Now, what is huh? It helps you get more stacks. Now, for her last bonus ability, Thunder Core, when the Rain Blade, which is her ultimate, hits an enemy target with Crimson Knot, her damage increases by 30%. This is basically how she does more damage. Stacks up to 3 times. We already know this. And when the Stygian Resurge happens, this is her last big hit in her ultimate, she additionally deals damage for 6 times. Each time deals damage to a single random enemy, and it's considered ultimate damage. So, basically, in hindsight, debuffs get ult on highest stack enemy, get more damage. Simple, right? Now, as for Acheron's teams, you remember when it read off Nihility characters for more damage? Pela is must, because she is Nihility. She also reduces defense on enemies. That's good for Acheron. Other Nihility characters like Welt, Black Swan, Silver Wolf, and Gwynnifin are pretty good. But if you have a Harmony character that is just really, really good, Ruan May, Sparkle, or Bronya, you don't need another Nihility character. For the other members, it can be a sustain of some sort, or survivability, of course. Now, let's move on to how to build Acheron. For Lycones, of course, her signature is really good because it's her signature. Welt's signature is also good because it's Welt's signature. And any other Nihility signature can be pretty good as well. But for 4-star free-to-play ones, the best one there is Good Night Sleep Well. Any other one isn't as good, but a little birdie told me that there will be hopefully better Nihility Lycones in the future for Acheron. For relics, Pioneer Diver of Dead Waters is the best because it has this flower which looks like the Crimson Knots, and guess what? Acheron has Crimson Knots. But no, it deals more damage to debuffed enemies. That's a lot of what Acheron does, so more damage. For Sphere and Ropes, the new Izumo, Agensei, and Takama Divine Realm is decent as long as you are using one other character that is Nihility with Acheron. It'll give her more crit rate and attack, of course. Also, Rutilant Arena is good because more crit rate, and if 70 crit rate, more damage or skill and basic. Inert Salato is also kind of good because more crit rate, and if 50% or higher crit rate, ultimate deals more damage. Those are my recommendations. Another thing to note is that Acheron does not use energy for ultimate, so no energy recharge is needed. So do not be dumb. And of course, for Acheron Eidolons, more damage. For stats, you want to aim for more crit and attack. That is it. You don't really need to worry about speed. So build her like you would a normal DPS, just without the speed part. This is my Acheron guide for dummies. Now, honestly, I don't know if I made it more confusing, but I tried my best. Alright, thanks for watching.